Hey everybody, it's Christine of Crafty Paws. I wanted to share with you guys my latest guest design team project for Mel's Craft Boutique. Mel's Craft Design is her YouTube name, and she has a fantastic exhibit store, and I was so lucky to be able to get some really choice products in black for my design team package so that I could work on this name sign for myself. I'm so excited. I finally created a name sign after being on YouTube for just over a year, and I really like how it turned out. So let me share with you guys how I decided to make this project. I started with a blank white canvas that's 11 by 14, and I picked this up at Big Lots when it was on clearance for like $2. I gessoed the whole thing to prime it and to give the canvas some tooth, and to also make sure that because it was a cheap kind of canvas, I wanted to make sure that the base of it would be long lasting. So I put that gesso on first liberally, just painted it on. Then I waited for that to dry, and then I had some fun. I used these little stencils. This is a hexagon. I don't know if you can see that. This one has numbers on it. That's not showing up very well. Let me see. Can you see that? Sort of. And then this one had arrows on it. And all of these were gifted to me by Rosa, who's Color Explosions by Rosa here on YouTube. And so I played with those stencils and this, my favorite from Home Depot. It's just caulk. And I spread that through the stencil using just an old gift card from Joann's. And you just scrape it on lightly over a stencil, and I got this fabulous texture. So you're going to see the honeycomb or hexagon here. You can see some arrows through here, some numbers. A lot of it is covered up with other things that I put on, but you'll see like there's a 4 here. I really just wanted to mix it up and play with that texture, and I really like how that turned out. I did that all, of course, it starts white, and then I wanted to figure out how I was going to bring out that texture with color. And what I did was I finally played with this Tim Holtz marker spritzer. And you can fit other markers besides Tim Holtz markers. You just need to take the little, the sleeve out of, or the collar out of this piece here. You just unscrew this little bolt to do that. And I use my chromatics markers. I used these two colors, Marine 3 and Grape 3. I like the darker colors, and they were rich and kind of jewel toned. And I didn't want to use my distress markers or my Copic markers, but these are nice alcohol markers too, and I got them in a huge set at Tuesday Morning last winter for like $20. So I don't use these alcohol markers as much as I do this Copic sketch markers, so I thought this would be perfect to experiment with the spritzer, and I really, really like how that came out. You can see kind of the misting, the combining of the different colors, but because of that texture, it really wasn't getting in, and I wasn't getting the full richness of color that I wanted. So you'll notice a lot of black along the edges. And I really wanted to bring that darkness of steampunk out. So I just took a big brush. This isn't it, but just a dry brushing technique. And I went over with very little paint and just went over the tops so you could pick up, the textures here from the stenciling. And I really like how that came out. And then just for extra measure, I I added water to that acrylic paint and then did some splattering as well. So you can see some splotches. And then for the edges, I don't know if you're going to see. Yeah, there you go. The edges, I mixed up a color. It's like a blue, violet, mauve, I don't know, and painted all along the edges just to prepare the canvas for everything else that I added to it later. So the next step I'll share with you is all of the fun appliques. So you saw the lace along the side. That is just a dainty black lace, which I think Mel sells for like 99 cents for 3 yards. It's just beautiful and perfect for edging like this. Then I used an applique. You'll see it here in the center, and then here it's kind of mostly covered up on that one side. But that is an organza applique. It's the Elegant Flowers, and it's one big piece, but I cut it up so that it would frame out the top portion of the canvas. And it's beautiful. It's organza and sequins. The other applique, organza applique that I use is down here. You'll see this piece here, here, and here. And again, that's one piece that I just cut up and kind of carried along the bottom. And that, I think, is the organza rose applique with sequins. And what else? Oh, just to top off this corner, I use this really fun beaded applique. And I didn't see this one in her shop, but I saw the white version of this. So I'll put a link. By the way, if you want to see exactly which products I used, I am going to post this also on my blog, and I will put links to each of the products that I use, so you guys can pick those up if you'd like. And remember, at MelsCraftBoutique, if you use the code CraftyPaws10, you'll get 10% off of your entire purchase. And if you're in the US and you order adds up to $40 or more, you get free shipping. So CraftyPaws10 is the coupon code. What else? Oh, lastly, I used one of those black floral sprays. I think she sells them in 2s, but I only used 1, and I clustered a little bit down here and clustered some up here, just to kind of cover up where this little drawing or image kind of emanates from. So those are all of the MelsCraftBoutique items that I used. And let me go on to kind of talk about the chandelier here in the middle. It's a wood veneer, actually, although you can barely see the wood now. And I added pearl bling, black pearl bling, black bling bling, white bling, and champagne colored bling, and covered the entire chandelier. And I really like how that turned out. I attached that to a chain that then I was able to kind of loop. You can see there it has movement, because I wanted to add some charms, some gears, a crown, a fleur-de-lis, a bird, a heart with wings, and it has great movement along with this little beaded applique too. And as you might recognize, I used 4 of my steampunk images. That was my first steampunk Barbie, then steampunk Willie, then steampunk Scarlet, and then McSteamy. And I colored them up, paper pieced them, and again, all those Copic colors and paper pieced, you know, the collections that I used to paper piece, I will be linking in my blog post. Sorry. And then lastly, you'll see this little guy here, or old guy. I just love this image, and it's kind of all done in greens. It's from the Steampunk Debutante collection from Graphic 45, and I colored him so that he wasn't all green. I put in facial colors, colored his pants and his shirt, and then fussy cut the whole thing out. This is very detailed fussy cutting, I have to admit. All of these open spaces between the blades of this little helicopter kind of thing, I fussy cut out using an X-Acto knife. And all I have to say about that is that make sure you replace your blades regularly. It makes fussy cutting much, much easier. What else did I do? Oh, I added these little antique brass kind of stickers. They were from just like this little 3-pack of stickers, and I thought all of them worked perfectly for this. Explore, which I do in my crafting. The journey, I like to say pause and enjoy the journey. And then this little sundial, kind of looking for a direction. So I thought for me that represented my crafting quite well, actually. So I think that's it. Oh, no, I'm sorry. The Crafty Paws letters, they were from a Graphic 45, the Venice collection. And I just really like how playful those letters were. And I thought they were the right size for a name sign. And I think that's it. If you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comments below and I will try to answer them. Thanks for watching. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Thanks. Hope you're having a great day. Bye.